Problem solving using right angle triangles. We've been given a problem with the diagram already. Thank you. So a lot of the questions you're going to deal with won't give you a diagram. Luckily this one has, because it is a bit complex. It says that Nathan's parents want to sod their lawn. That's when you put down fake grass. And this is the shape of the lawn they have, very oddly shaped lawn. It costs $13.75 per square foot for sod. What will it cost? So in other words, what will the cost be to sod this entire lawn? Now, we haven't really gone into sine and cosine law, so we're going to use a right angle triangle to solve this question. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I actually have to recognize where I have information. I have this angle A right now. Okay. I also have this adjacent side and this adjacent side. There really technically isn't a hypothesis yet. Hypotenuse, thank you. Yet because we can't confirm that anything is a right angle, we have really no idea. This is 40. But I can create a right angle. From this point, if I draw a line directly down, it will be perpendicular to the side that is 11 meters. When something is perpendicular, it creates a right angle. So we've just created not one, but two right angle triangles to make up the triangle in this question. That's good because we know a lot of our right angle triangle rules. This angle here makes this, the side we made up, the height of the triangle, the opposite side. This would be the adjacent, and this would be the hypotenuse, thank you, because it's opposite of the right angle in this question. Now, we need to actually find the area of a triangle. So what is the formula for an area of a triangle? Anyone know? So say it again, B times H. So we'll say BH divided by 2. Well, the base will be any base as long as the height is perpendicular to it. So because we've already drawn a perpendicular line, that will make this the base. Okay? If I wanted, I could have used 13 as the base, but then the height would have been perpendicular to it, or this could have been the base, and the height would have been perpendicular over here. Because we had this angle here, we chose to make this the height of the triangle. So let's keep that in mind, and I'll explain why we did that after. So this is now the height of that triangle, okay, this H, and our base is going to be our 11. So we have a base, we just need the height in order to figure out the area of this triangle. In order to figure out the height, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to use our Sohcahtoa in this question. Okay? So, because I have this angle at 40 degrees, what information do we have with the 40 degrees? We have 13 and we have 11. 13 is considered what side of the triangle? And 11 is the adjacent. Okay? So which ratio should we use in order to find H? Okay? I got two answers. One of them, someone said sine. So let's say sine theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. And another person said tangent theta was equal to opposite over adjacent. All right, well, let's fill in the information we do have from the triangle and see if either of these will work. We didn't even mention cosine. Opposite side is our unknown, so we'll call that our h, and that'll be the h in both questions. Theta is known, it is 40. So we have sine 40 is equal to, well, we'll say small h is our height, and then our hypotenuse is 13. Where with tangent, we have tangent 40 is equal to the opposite is our small h, and our adjacent side is 11. So actually, you're right. Both of these are acceptable ratios to use. Both of them will help lead us to the correct answer. Okay. Now, I'm just going to let you, actually no, both of them will be just as easy to use as the other. All we have to do is bring 13 over or 11 over, and we can calculate the height of this triangle. So, h equals 13 times sine 40. I'll get somebody to calculate that. And on the other side, we'll get 11 times tan 40 is equal to h. So h, we should get the same answer, or approximately the same answer in each. We'll do the one on the left first with sine. 40 sine times 13 8.35, let's say, approximately. And in our other question, 4010 times 11. Oh, that go times 11? Let's try that again. 4010 times 11. It's 9.2. I actually did make an error, but this is good. One of these is correct, one of them is not. I want you to go back up and look at our triangle one more time. What side was I actually not allowed to use here? Why 11? Because we had cut it. Okay? 11 is technically that distance there. So the only side we should have used was 13. Okay? So we made an error, or I made an error in choosing 11. So technically, our tangent is not an acceptable one to use. So we have to keep that in mind. Because we cut this triangle, that made this an unknown distance for what we're doing. So we don't know what that is. So our height is 8.35. We did get that. And we could take that 8.35 and multiply it by our 11 to find the area very quickly. But let's say I wanted to find the distance of this other base, how I split these bases. Would I have enough information to do this? Could I go about doing it? Why not? If I have this side, can I solve this side here? Do I have an angle in this triangle other than 90? Can I go about figuring out the angle in this triangle other than 90?
Yeah.
How? I don't think I can. For instance, if this is 40 and this is 90, what will this be? It'll be 50. Okay. But we still have two unknowns in there, from what we assume, not equal. We don't have a reference for that side. So we're unable to find information on the one on the right. Now, there are some more advanced tricks we could have used, but using our right angle rules, we can't. So let's just go down and continue with the rest of this question. The height was 8.3. So our height was 8.35. And the base, the original base was 11. The area of the triangle will be 8.35 times 11. Divided by 2. So we put this in our calculator. 8.35 times 11 divide 2. 45.925. Let's say, 45.925. Now, if you're actually going to sod this lawn, are you going to get that as a measurement? Are you going to ask for that much sod? What are you going to do? Round it to what? 46. Would you ever round it down? Why wouldn't you round it down? We wouldn't have enough, right? If we round down. This allows for a little bit of error. If we go to 45, well, I'm still 0.925 short of what I need to do. But the question asks, what was the cost? If this is 46, feet squared, we got to multiply by the cost, which is 13.75, was it? Times our 46 square feet. So it's going to be 632, you said? 0.5. So it's going to cost them $632.50 just to sod their lawn. That is the whole lawn, because this area accounts for everything, including the triangle we don't have the measurements of.